So guys, now we start the next exercise, which is exercise number 1.4, which is related to derivative of parametric function. In the derivative of parametric function, compulsory we have to find derivative of y with respect to x. Here y and x are given separately in the form of parameter. We learned in small examples. Here given that x is equals to 80 square and y is equals to twice 80. We know that here t is a parameter. If we differentiate x with respect to t and differentiate with respect to y with respect to t, and by use the definition of parametric functions, we can find dy by dx. Here it is simple that x is equals to 80 square, y is equals to twice 80. We can write first, given that x is equals to 80 square and y is equals to twice 80, and if we differentiate both x and y with respect to t, then we can write the derivative of x with respect to t is dx by dt. A is constant and we can take a derivative t square. Again the derivative of t square is 2t. We can write a into 2t, which is 2at, equation number first. After that, if we take a derivative with respect to t, we can write a dy upon dt. Here twice a is a constant and we take a derivative with respect to t is t. The derivative of t is 1, we can write 2a into 1, which is twice a, number 2. Now, by using the definition of parametric function, dy upon dx is equals to dy upon dt upon dx upon dt. We know that the value of dy by dt is twice a and the value of dx by dt is twice at. If we cancel get twice a cancel, then remaining value 1 by t, which is a required derivative of y with respect to x, dy by dx is equals to 1 by t. Again second one, x is equals to a cot theta, y is equal to b cosec theta. If we differentiate, here theta is a parameter, and if we differentiate with respect to theta both x and y, then we can write it dx upon d theta is equals to a is constant function. We can the derivative of cot theta with respect to theta. We know that the derivative of cot theta is minus cosec square theta. Hence dx upon d theta is theta into minus cosec square theta. We can write it minus theta cosec square theta, which is number 1. Now again, b is equals to cosec theta. If we take a derivative with respect to theta, we can write dy by d theta. B into derivative with respect to theta is cosec theta. The derivative of cosec theta is minus cosec theta into cot theta. We can write it minus b cosec theta into cot theta, number 2. We have to find dy by dx. We have to find dy by dx. Therefore, by the definition of parametric function, PF means parametric function, dy upon dx is equals to dy upon dt upon dx by dt. We can write the value of dy by dt by equation 2, which is minus b cosec theta into cot theta upon dx by dt means minus theta into cosec square theta. Here sorry, not theta, a minus a into cosec square theta. Here cosec theta cosec square theta cancel. We can write minus minus cancel, b upon a cot theta into 1 upon cosec theta means sin theta. This cot theta we can write cos theta upon sin theta, b upon a cos theta upon sin theta into sin theta. If we cancel this sin theta, we can write b upon a cos theta, which is a required derivative dy upon dx. Again here parametric form is given, x is equals to under root of a square plus m square log of a square plus m square. We know that a is a constant function and here m is a parameter. Now if we consider that m is parameter and if we differentiate x and y both with respect to m, then we can write dx upon dm is equals to derivative with respect to m is under root of a square plus m square. We know that derivative of under root is 1 upon 2 under root of a square plus m square, and we take again a derivative of a square plus m square with respect to m. As compared to m is constant function, m square derivative of 2m, we can write it derivative of m square is 2m upon 2 under root of a square plus m square. Here 2 to cancel, we get dx upon dm is equals to 1 upon under root of a square plus m square, which is 1. Similarly, we can find dy upon dm. If y is equals to log of a square plus m square, then we can write dy upon dm is equals to derivative of with respect to m log of a square plus m square. We know that the derivative of log, which is 1 upon a square plus m square, and we take again the derivative a square plus m square. Here derivative of a square is 0 and derivative of m square is twice m. We can write it 2m upon a square plus m square means under root of a square plus m square into under root of a square plus m square, which is number 2. Now we have to find dy upon dx. By definition of parametric function, we can write dy upon dx is equals to dy by dm upon dx by dm. The value of dy by dm is 2m upon under root of a square plus m square into under root of a square plus m square. This dx by dm are in denominator. If we can write dx by dm multiple term, then we interchange numerator and denominator. We can write under root of a square plus m square upon 1. Here 1 under root of a square plus m square cancel. Remaining terms, which is dy by dx is equals to 2m upon under root of a square plus m square, which is a required derivative of y with respect to x. Again here it is a parametric function. Again here we have to find dy by dx by using the definition of parametric function. And if here theta is a parameter, then dy by dx is equals to dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. First we have to find dx by d theta. Again dy by d theta. By using the definition of parametric function, we get dy by dx. Now if we differentiate with respect to theta both x and y, we can write dx upon d theta is equals to derivative of sine theta. Derivative of sine theta, which is cos theta 1. dy upon d theta is equals to derivative of tan theta, and derivative of tan theta is sec square theta, which is number 2. But we have to find dy upon dx. By the definition of parametric function, we can write dy upon dx is equals to dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. The value of dy by d theta is sec square theta upon derivative of dx by theta is cos theta. The derivative sec square theta means 1 upon cos square theta into cos theta, which is 1 upon cos cube theta or sec cube theta, which is a required derivative of y with respect to x. Dy by dx is equals to 1 upon cos cube theta or sec cube theta. Again, which is so simple form here. Theta is again parameter. if we have to differentiate both x and y with respect to theta, we can write dx upon d theta, which is a is constant, derivative of theta is 1 minus cos theta. And again we can write dy upon d theta is equals to b into derivative with respect to theta into a minus sin theta. Here we know that the derivative of 1 is 0. We can write a into 0 minus of minus sin theta, which is plus sin theta. Means a into sin theta is a sin theta, which is 1 du by d theta, dx by d theta. Again we have to find dy by theta. B is constant, derivative of a is 0. Again derivative of sin minus sin theta is cos theta. We can write it minus b cos theta, again which is 2. But we have to find dy upon dx. By definition of parametric function, we can write dy upon dx is equals to dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. Here by dy by d theta is minus b cos theta upon which is a sin theta. Means minus b by a cot theta, which is the required derivative of y, dy upon dx with respect to x minus b upon a cot theta. Again we discuss about x is equals to t plus 1 by t raised to the power a and y is equals to t raised to a raised to the power t plus 1 by 2. Here we have to find again dy by dx. First function is x is equals to and second function is y is equals to. Now if we have to differentiate this both function, first we take derivative with respect to parameter t. Again derivative of y with respect to parameter t. First we take log both sides. If we take log both sides of x and y, we can write it log x is equals to this side, we can write a log of t plus 1 by t. And one again which is we can write log y is equals to t plus 1 by t into log of a. Here now we differentiate a given function, differentiate with respect to t both x and y. Here derivative of log x is 1 by x dx by dt because derivative with respect to t. Here a is constant function, we can write the derivative of log of t plus 1 by t is 1 upon t plus 1 by t. And we take again a derivative of t plus 1 by t. Here a into 1. If we take this x right side, we can write dx upon dt is equals to x into a, which is a into a upon t plus 1 by t into derivative of t, which is 1, derivative of 1 by t minus 1 upon t square, which is 1. Now if we take the derivative of log y, we can write 1 by y, dy upon dt, which is t plus 1 by t as it is. Sorry, log a is constant and derivative we take t plus 1 by t. If we take this log y right side, we can write dy upon dt is equals to y into log a, derivative of t is 1 and derivative of 1 by t is minus 1 by t square, which is number 2. But we have to find dy by dx, but we have dy upon dx, that is dy upon dx is equals to dy by dt upon dx by dt. Here dy by dt is y log a 1 minus 1 upon t square upon x into a 1 minus t square 1 minus 1 upon t square upon t plus 1 by t. Here 1 minus t, 1 upon 1 t square, 1 minus 1 upon t square cancel. We can write it y log a. If we take this denominator of denominator in numerator, we can write t plus 1 by t upon x into a. If we multiply this cross product, we can write it y into log of a t square plus 1 upon x a t, which is the required derivative of y dy upon dx. Next one, x is equals to cos inverse of 2t upon 1 plus t square, sec inverse of under root of 1 plus t square. If we can convert this whole term into cosine form and whole term this into secant form, then its inverse will get cancelled. First we put t is equals to tan theta, then also we become theta is equals to tan inverse of x. X become cos inverse of 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. It is cos inverse of 2 tan theta upon 1 plus cos tan square theta is cos 2 theta. Here cos inverse cancel. 2 theta means x is equals to 2 tan inverse x. Theta become tan inverse x. Now again we can write sec inverse dy upon dt. Sorry, y is equals to sec inverse of under root of 1 plus tan square theta. 1 plus tan square theta means sec square theta. Again this under root of sec square theta means sec theta. Here sec inverse sec get cancelled. We can remaining theta. Y is theta means y is equals to tan inverse of x. But we have dy upon dx. By using the definition of parametric function, we can write dy upon dx is equals to dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. Here dy by d theta is derivative of tan inverse x, which is dy upon dx is equals to 1 upon 1 plus x square, which is 1 upon 1 plus x square into, we can write it dx by theta into multiple form. Derivative of dx by d theta is 2 upon 1 plus x square, means 1 plus x square upon 2. Here 1 plus x square, 1 plus x square get cancelled, remaining 1 by 2, which is the required derivative of y dy upon dx. Next one again we can solve this example. Here x is equals to cos inverse of 4t cube minus 3t and y is equals to tan inverse of 1 minus t square upon 4. Now if we put x is equals to cos theta, then theta become cos inverse of x. Here we can write x again. X is equals to cos inverse of 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. Again y is equals to tan inverse of under root of 1 minus cos square theta upon cos theta. First we solve this x. After that y, cos inverse of 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta, which is the rules of trigonometric function, cos 3 theta. Here cos inverse cos get cancelled, remaining is 3 theta, and the value of theta is also, we can write cos inverse x. Now y is equals to tan inverse of, we can write tan inverse of under root of 1 minus cos square theta is under root of sin square theta upon cos theta. Here under root of sin square theta means sin theta upon cos theta. Sin theta upon cos theta means tan theta. We can write tan inverse of tan theta. It means that tan inverse tan get cancelled. We can write theta y, which is y is equals to theta means cos inverse of x. Now if we differentiate both x and y with respect to with respect to theta, here t is equals to cos inverse t, here cos inverse t. Now not x, cos inverse t. dx upon dt is equals to 3 into 1 upon minus 1 upon under root of 1 minus t square. Again we can write dy upon dt is equals to 1 upon under root of 1 minus t square. But we have to find dy upon dx, which is dy upon dt upon dx upon dt. Here dy by dt is 1 upon under root of 1 minus t square upon dx by dt is minus 3 upon under root of 1 minus t square. Under root of 1 minus t square cancel, we get remaining minus 1 by 3, which is a required derivative of y with respect to x. Dy by dx is equals to minus 1 by 3. Question number 2 is find dy by dx. If x is equals to cosec square theta and y is equals to cot cube theta, we have to find the value of at theta is equals to pi by 6. Also given function is in the form of parametric functions. Here theta is parameter. If we take derivative with respect to theta both x and y, then we get dx by d theta and dy by theta. By applying the derivative, definition of derivative of parametric function, we can find dy by dx. After that, if we substitute the value of theta, then we get dy by dx at theta is equals to pi by 6. Now, first we take given a function, given that x is equals to, we can write this cosec theta whole bracket square and y is equals to cot theta whole bracket cube. Now, if we differentiate both with respect to theta, x and y, we can write derivative which is dx upon d theta is equals to derivative of cosec theta whole bracket square. Here we apply x to the power n. We can write 2 cosec theta and we take again the derivative of cosec theta. Now we know that 2 cosec theta is the derivative of cosec theta, which is minus cosec theta into cot theta. After multiplying, we can write minus 2 cosec square theta into cot theta, which is the value of dx by d theta. Here number 1. After that, y is equals to cot theta bracket cube. We can write dy upon d theta is equals to derivative of cot theta whole bracket cube. If we apply the rules of derivative of x to the power n, we can write 3 cot square theta and we take again the derivative of cot theta. Derivative of cot theta, which is minus cosec square theta, minus cosec square theta, we can write 3 cot square theta into minus cosec square theta, which is minus 3 cosec square theta into cot square theta, which is number 2. But we have to find dy by dx first. We have dy upon dx by the definition of parametric function. We can write dy upon dx is equals to dy by d theta upon dx by d theta. Here the value of dy by d theta is minus 3 cosec square theta into cot square theta upon, which is minus 2 cosec square theta into cot theta. Here cosec square cancel, minus minus plus, we can write 3 by 2 cot square cot cancel, which is only cot theta. But we have to find the value of dy by dx as theta is equals to pi by 3. If we put theta is equals to pi by 6, we can write dy upon dx at theta is equals to pi by 6, which is 3 by 2 into cot of pi by 6. We know that the value of cot of pi by 6 is under root 3, hence we can write 3 upon 2 into under root 3, which is 3 root 3 upon 2 with the value of dy by dx at theta is equals to pi by 6, which is the required derivative at the given value is 3 root 3 upon 2. Next example number 2, in which is in question number 2, x is equals to a cos cube theta and y is equals to a sin cube theta. We have to find the value of dy by dx at theta is equals to pi by 3. Again similar condition, we can use it given condition, if we differentiate both x and y with respect to theta, then we can write dx upon d theta is equals to a into derivative of cos theta. We can write cos cube theta is cos theta bracket cube, or y, which is dy upon d theta is equals to a into derivative of, we can write sin theta whole bracket cube. Here we can apply derivative of cos theta whole bracket cube, which is a into 3 cos square theta, and we take again the derivative of cos theta, which is minus sin theta. Hence we can write minus 3a sin theta into cos square theta, which is equation number 1. After that, again we can write a into 3 sin square theta, and we take again the derivative of sin theta. Derivative of sin theta cos theta, which is 3a sin square theta into derivative of sin theta is cos theta. But we have to find the derivative of dy by dx. But we have dy upon dx. Therefore, by the definition of pf means parametric function, we can write dy by dx is equals to dy upon d theta upon dx upon d theta. Here the value of dy by theta is 3a sin square theta into cos theta upon, we can write minus sign gives here minus of 3a sin theta into cos square theta. Here 3a cancel, sin square sin cancel, cos theta cos cancel, remaining is sin theta upon cos theta. It means that dy upon dx is equals to tan theta. But we have to find the value of dy by dx at theta is equals to pi by 3. Therefore, dy upon dx at theta is equals to pi by 3 is equals to tan of pi by 3, which is minus tan of pi by 3. And we know that the value of tan of pi by 3 is under root 3, which is of root 3, because tan of pi by 3 or tan of 60 is equals to under root 3. Hence, the required value, which is dy by dx at theta is equals to pi by 3, is equals to minus under root 3. Then next again one, x is equals to t square plus t plus 1, and y is equals to sin of pi to pi t upon 2 plus cos of pi t upon 2 at t is equals to 1. Similarly, here if we differentiate, which is parameter t, with respect to t both x and y, we can write derivative of x with respect to t dx upon dt is equals to derivative of t square is 2t plus derivative of t1 plus 0, we can write 2t plus 1, number 1. After that, derivative of y, which is dy by dt is equals to derivative of sin of pi by t is cos of pi t upon 2, and we can take again the derivative of pi t upon 2. Here again, derivative of cos, which is minus sin of pi t upon 2 into again the derivative of pi t upon 2. Here that pi by 2 is constant function and derivative of t with respect to t is 1. Similarly, we can write pi by 2 constant derivative of t with respect to t is 1. We can write it pi by 2 into cos of pi into t upon 2 minus pi by 2 into sin of pi into t upon 2. Now, if we take pi by 2 common from both terms, we can write dy upon dx is equals to pi by 2 into cos of pi t upon 2 minus sin of pi t upon 2, which is number 2. But we have to find dy upon dx. By the definition of parametric function, we can write dy upon dx is equals to dy by dt upon dx by dt. Here the value of dy by dt is dy by dt is pi by 2 into cos of pi t upon 2 minus sin of pi t upon 2 upon denominator, which is dx by dt, is 2t plus 1. If we put value of t, which is 1, we can write again this term dy upon dx is equals to pi by 2 into t is 1. Pi by 2 into 1, we can write cos of pi by 2 plus, minus, we can write it sin of pi by 2 upon 2 into 1 plus 1. Here pi by 2 as it is into the value of cos of pi by 2, which is 1, sin pi by 2, which is cos pi by 2, which is 0, sin pi by 2 1 upon 2 into 1 2 plus 1 3. We can write it pi into minus 1 upon 2 into 3. Pi into minus 1 is minus pi, 2 into 3 is 6, which is the required value dy by dx at t is equals to 1 is minus pi by 6. So the next example, x is equals to 2 cos t plus cos 2t and y is equals to 2 sin t minus 2 sin t sin 2t at t is equals to pi by 4. If we have to solve this example, we differentiate both x and y with respect to parameter t. Here we get dx upon dt is equals to 2 constant. We can take derivative of cos t. We can take again the derivative of cos 2t. Derivative of cos t is minus sin t plus derivative of cos 2t is minus sin 2t, and we take again the derivative of 2t. Here minus 2 sin t minus derivative of 2t is 2 sin 2t. If we take minus 2 common from both, we can write sin t plus sin 2t, which is 1 dx upon dt. Similarly, we can take derivative of y with respect to t, means dy upon dt. Here 2 is constant, we take a derivative of sin t minus again a derivative of sin 2t. We know that the derivative of sin t is cos t. We can write 2 into cos t minus derivative of sin 2t is 2 cos 2t, because the derivative of sin 2t is cos 2t and again derivative of 2t is 2. Hence, if we take the 2 common from both, we can write cos t minus cos 2t, which is the required dy by dt number 2. But we have to find dy upon dx by using definition of parametric function. We can write dy upon dx is equals to dy by dt upon dx by dt. We know that the value of dy by dt is 2 into cos t minus cos 2t upon dx by dt means minus 2 into sin t plus sin 2t. 2 to cancel. Sign of negative is numerator. Remaining cos t minus cos 2t upon sin t plus sin 2t. We have to find a value of dy by dx as t is equals to pi by 4. If we replace this value of t, pi by 4, we can write dy upon dx at t is equals to pi by 4 is equals to minus cos of pi by 4 minus sin of double of pi by 4, which is pi by 2 upon sin pi by 4. Double of pi by 4 means pi by 2. We know that cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. Hence, dy upon dx at t is equals to pi by 4 is equals to value of cos of pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 minus the value of sin pi by 2 is 0. Again, is 1. Again, we can write the value of sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 minus 0. Here if we take the cross product of this 1, we can write 1 minus root 2 upon under root 2 upon 1 upon under root 2. Here root 2 cancel. remaining terms 1 minus root 2, which is the required derivative of dy by dx at t is equals to pi by 4. Next one, x is equals to t plus sine 2 sine of pi t, y is equals to 3t minus cos of pi into t. First we differentiate with respect to t both x and y. We can write dx upon dt is equals to derivative of t plus 2 sine pi t. Again we can write dy upon dt is equals to derivative of 3t minus cos of pi t. Derivative of t is 1 plus 2 as it is. Derivative of sin pi t is which is cos of pi t, and we take again the derivative of pi t. Here we know that derivative of pi t is pi. We can write 1 plus 2 pi cos of pi t, which is 1. Again, here the derivative of 3t is 3 minus derivative of cos pi t is minus sin pi t, minus minus plus sin pi t, and we take again the derivative of pi t. We take again the derivative of pi t. Here the derivative of pi t is pi. Pi is constant, derivative of t is 1. Pi into 1 is pi. We can write 3 plus pi sin pi t, which is 2. But we have to find dy upon dx. By the definition of parametric function, we can write dy upon dx is equals to dy by dt upon dx by dt. The value of dy by dt is 3 plus pi sin pi t upon 1 plus 2 pi cos pi t. Here 3 plus the value, we have to find the value of dy by dx at t is equals to 1 by 2. If we substitute the value of t is equals to 1 by 2, 3 plus pi into sine of pi by 2 into pi, 1 by 2 into pi, pi by 2 upon 1 plus 2 pi into cos of pi by 2. The value of sine pi by 2 is dy upon dx at t is equals to 1 by 2 is equals to 3 plus pi into the value of sine pi by 2, which is 1, upon 1 plus 2 pi into the value of cos of pi by 2, which is 0, equals to 3 plus pi into 1 pi upon 1 plus 2 pi into 0, 0. 3 plus pi upon 1 means 3 plus pi, which is the required derivative dy by dx at t is equals to 1 by 2. Here it is clear that function is in the form of parametric form, and we have to show that by using these two functions, dy by dx is equals to minus y by x. Given function is x is equals to a under root of sec theta minus tan theta, and y is equals to a under root of sec theta plus tan theta. First we take given a function x is equals to a under root of sec theta minus tan theta, and y is equals to a under root of sec theta plus tan theta. Now, if we take this a, left side we can write x by a is equals to under root of sec theta minus tan theta, and similarly we can write y by is equals to under root of sec theta plus tan theta. Now if we take the square of both terms, we can write x by a whole, squaring both sides, x by a bracket square, square and square root cancel, a sec theta minus tan theta. Again we can write y by a whole bracket square is equals to sec theta plus tan theta. Now, which is 1, which is 2. If we take product of 1 and 2, we can write x by a bracket square into y by a whole bracket square is equals to sec theta minus tan theta into sec theta plus tan theta. By using the rules of a minus b, a plus b, we can write sec square theta minus tan square theta, which is the rules of identity in trigonometric function. We can write it sec square theta minus tan square theta is 1. Here x square into y square upon a square into a square e to the power 4. We can write it x square upon a square, y square upon a square, x square y square upon a to the power 4. If we shift this a to the power 4, we can write x square into y square is equals to a 1 into a to the power 4, a to the power 4. Now if we differentiate with respect to x, then we can write x square into derivative of y square plus y square into derivative of a square and derivative of a to the power 4, which is constant function is 0. Derivative of y square is 2y into dy by dx. We can write x square into 2y dy by dx plus y square into derivative of x square is 2x is equals to 0. Here we can write 2x square y into dy by dx plus 2xy square is equals to 0. If we take 2xy common from both terms, we can write 2xy into x dy by dx plus y is equals to 0. If this term 2xy we shift right side, then 0 into 2xy becomes 0. We can write x into dy by dx plus y equals to 0. Now this y take right side, we can write x into dy by dx is equals to minus y. And if we shift this x right side, then we can write dy upon dx is equals to minus y, and x which is multiple transfer by divided to minus y means dy by dx is equals to minus y upon x, which is the required proof. Dy by dx is equals to minus y by x. Next one, x is equals to e raised to the power sin 3d, y is equals to e raised to the power cos 3d. Then show that dy by dx is equals to y log x upon x log y. Here it is clear that first we take given function, given that x is equals to e raised to the power sin 3t and y is equals to e raised to the power cos 3t. We know that the definition of logarithm is if y is equals to log x, then we can write x is equals to e raised to the power y. If the given function is e raised to the power y, then we can write x. Hence, we can write this shift e, we shift left side, we can write log x is equals to sin 3t and it is log y is equals to cos 3t. Now, if we differentiate both with respect to t, we can write derivative of log x 1 by x dx upon dt. Derivative of sin 3t is cos 3t into again a derivative of 3t. If we shift this x right side, we can write dx upon dt is equals to x into derivative of 3t is 3 cos 3t. We can write whole terms is 3x cos 3t, which is 1. Again, derivative of log y is 1 by y dy upon dt. Derivative of cos 3t is minus sin 3t into again a derivative of 3t. If we shift this y right side, then we can write dy upon dt is equals to minus y into 3 sin 3t, which is number 2. Here, but we have to find dy by dx. By definition of parametric function, we can write dy upon dx is equals to dy by dt upon dx by dt. Here the value of dy by dt is minus y minus 3y sin 3t upon dx by dt is 3x cos 3t. Here 3 cancel, minus y. The value of sine 3t is log x. We can write it minus y log x upon x into value of cos 3t is log y, which is the required proof. Dy upon dx is equals to minus y log x upon x log y. Next again here we have to prove that y square plus dy by dx is equal to 0. Dx is equals to t plus 1 upon t minus 1, y is equals to t minus 1 upon t plus 1. First we write that given function x is equals to t plus 1 upon t minus 1 and y is equals to t minus 1 upon t plus 1. If we differentiate with respect to t both x and y, first we take a derivative of x. One can take, given that x is equals to differentiate with respect to t, which is dx upon dt. Here we apply derivative of u upon v. We know that derivative of u upon v is denominator into derivative of numerator minus numerator into derivative of denominator upon t minus 1 whole bracket square, which is t minus 1, derivative of t is 1, then 0, minus t plus 1, derivative of t is 0 minus 1 upon, we can write here t minus 1 bracket square. Here t into minus 1 minus t minus 1 upon t minus 1 bracket square, we can write it plus t minus t cancel, minus 2 upon t minus 1 whole bracket square, which is the value of dx by dt. Number first. Now if we take again function which is y, then we can write y is equals to t minus 1 upon t plus 1. If we take differentiate with respect to t again, we can write dy upon dt is equals to, by using the rules of u upon v, we can write t plus 1 into derivative of t minus 1 minus t minus 1 into derivative of t plus 1 upon t plus 1 whole bracket square. We know that t plus 1 as it is, derivative of t minus 1 is 1 minus t minus 1 into derivative of t plus 1 is 1 upon t plus 1 whole bracket square. If we multiply this term, this t plus 1 as it is minus t minus minus plus 1 upon t plus 1 whole bracket square, plus t minus t cancel, which is 2 upon t plus 1 whole bracket square. Number 2, which is the value of dy by dt. First is dx by dt, but we have dy upon dx. By the definition of parametric function, we can write dy upon dx is equals to dy by dt upon dx by dt. Here dy by dt upon dx by dt. Here dy by dt is 2 upon t plus 1 whole bracket square. We write a dx by dt in multiple form, numerator and denominator exchange, t minus 1 whole bracket square upon minus 2. Here 2 to cancel. We can write dy upon dx is equals to minus of t minus 1 bracket square upon t plus 1 whole bracket square. We know that minus of t minus 1 upon t plus 1 whole bracket square, we can write, we know that t minus 1 upon t plus 1, which is the value of y. It is y square. Hence we can prove that dy upon dx is equals to minus y square, which is the required proof. If we take this minus y square left side, we can write it y square, it become plus dy by dx is equals to remaining terms is 0. Hence proved. Again next one. Here we have to prove that dy by dx is equal to minus in bracket y by x whole raised to the power 1 by 3. Here function is x is equals to given function x is equals to a cos cube t and y is equals to a sin cube t. If we take this a, right side we can write x by a cos cube t. Here y by a sin cube t. Now both functions which is x by a cos cube t and y by a sin cube t, if we take power two by three, both side we can write x by a whole raised to the power 2 by 3 is equals to cos t whole raised to the power 3 raised to the power 2 by 3, which can we write cos cube into 2 by 3. Similarly, we can apply here y upon a whole raised to the power 2 by 3 is equals to sin t whole raised to the power 2 by 3 into 3. Here 3 cancel, here 3 cancel, we can write x by a whole raised to the power 2 by 3 is equals to cos square t and y by a whole raised to the power 2 by 3 is equals to sin square t, which is 1 and which is 2. We can write, adding 1 and 2 we can write x by x raised to the power 2 by 3 plus y by a raised to the power 2 by 3 is equals to sin square t plus cos square t, or sin square t plus cos square t is 1. We can write x raised to the power 2 by 3 upon a raised to the power 2 by 3 plus y raised to the power 2 by 3 upon a raised to the power 2 by 3 is equals to 1. Denominator is equal, hence we can write x raised to the power 2 by 3 plus y raised to the power 2 by 3 upon a raised to the power 2 by 3 is also 1. If we shift this a raised to the power 2 by 3 right side, we can write x raised to the power 2 by 3 plus y raised to the power 2 by 3 is equals to a raised to the power 2 by 3. Now if we differentiate a given function with respect to t, x, we can write derivative with respect to x raised to the power 2 by 3 plus derivative with respect to y raised to the power 2 by 3, and the derivative which is a raised to the power 2 by 3 is constant function is 0. Hence we can write 2 by 3 into x raised to the power 2 by 3 minus 1 plus 2 by 3 into y raised to the power 2 by 3 minus 1 into dy by dx is equals to 0. Here we have to prove that minus of y by x raised to the power 1 by 3. If we take this 2 by 3 common, both terms 2 by 3 into x raised to the power 2 by 3 minus 1, which is minus 1 by 3, plus again 2 by 3 minus 1, which is y raised to the power minus 1 by 3 dy upon dx is equals to 0. If we shift 2 by 3 right side, then we can write x raised to the power minus 1 by 3 plus y raised to the power minus 1 by 3 into dy by dx is equals to 0. Now, if we shift this term x raised to the power minus 1 by 3, we can write y raised to the power minus 1 by 3 into dy upon dx is equals to minus x raised to the power minus 1 by 3. This minus x raised to the power minus 1 by 3 we can write y raised to the power minus 1 by 3 means 1 upon y raised to the power 1 by 3 into dy by dx is equals to minus 1 upon x raised to the power positive power 1 by 3. Now if we shift this y raised to the power 1 by the right side, then we can write dy upon dx is equals to minus of y upon x whole raised to the power 1 by 3, which is a required derivative or required proof of the given function. Here also we prove that dy by dx is equal to minus under root 3 y by 2x, and the given function is 2 cos raised to the power 4 t plus 3, which is x, and y is equals to 3 sin raised to the power 4 t plus 3. If we differentiate, first we take this to left side, we can write x by 2 is equals to cos raised to the power 4 t plus 3, and y by 3 is equals to sin raised to the power 4 t plus 3. Now again, if we take square root both sides, taking square root both sides, we can write under root x upon under root 2, or under root of x by 2 is equals to square root of 4 is 2 cos square of t plus 3, which is y by 3 under root is equals to, we can write psi square t plus 3. This function also we can write it. If we now if we adding 1 and 2, we can write under root x by 2 plus under root y by 2 is equals to sin square t plus 3 plus cos square t plus 3. We know that the sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Again we can write under root x by root 2 plus under root y by root 2 is equals to 1. If we shift this root to root x plus root y upon under root 2 is equals to 1, we can write root x plus root y is equals to under root 2. Now if we differentiate with respect to x, we can write derivative of root x, which is 1 upon 2 root x plus 1 upon 2 root y dy by dx, and the derivative constant function is 0. Now if we take this term left side, we can write y by 3, y by under root 3. Now again we repeat from here because it is not y by 2, y by root 3. Now we take 1 by root to differentiate with respect to x, then we can write 1 by root 2 constant function and the derivative of root x plus 1 by root 3 constant function and derivative of root y into derivative of which is 0. Derivative of root x is 1 upon 2 under root x into 1 upon 2 root x. 1 upon under root 3 derivative of root y, 1 upon 2 root y into dy by dx is equals to 0. Now we can write this term, whole terms, 1 upon 1 upon under root 2 into 2 root 2 into root x plus 1 upon 2 root 3 into root y dy by dx is equals to 0. If we shift this term right side, we can write 1 upon 2 under root 3 root y into dy by dx is equals to minus 1 upon 2 root 2 root x. If we this term we take left side, right side we can write dy upon dx, which is in numerator 2 under root 3 root y upon 2 root 2 root x. Here 2 is get cancelled. We can write minus of under root of 3y upon under root of 2x. We can write this whole bracket, which is 3y upon 2x dy by dx, which is a required proof. Dy upon dx is equals to minus 3y upon 2x, which is again x is equals to log of 1 plus t square. Here from this condition we can take, if we differentiate with respect to t, we can write dx upon dt is equals to 1 upon 1 plus t square into derivative of 1 plus t square. Derivative of 1 plus t square is 2t upon 1 plus t square, which is, again we can write derivative of y dy upon dt is equals to derivative of t is 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus t square. By using the cross product, 1 plus t square minus 1 upon 1 plus t square is equals to t square upon 1 plus t square. But we have dy upon dx. By the definition of parametric function, we can write dy upon dx is equals to dy by dt upon dx by dt. Here dy by dt is t square upon 1 plus t square, and we can write the derivative, which is multiplication 1 plus a t square upon 2t. Here 1 plus t square cancel. Here t square upon 2t. It is t square cancel 1 by 2t or t upon 2. Here we know that x is equals to log of 1 plus t square. If we take this log left side, we can write e to the power x is equals to 1 plus t square. If we take this one right left side, we can write e to the power x minus 1 is equals to t square. If we take square root both sides, under root of e to the power x minus 1 is equals to 2 t. If we put this value of t, we can write under root of e to the power x minus 1 upon 2, which is a required proof. Dy upon dx is equals to e to the power x minus 1 upon 2. Similarly, you can prove that the next example, this example number 7 and example number 8, which is homework for you. You can solve and you can prove this. Example number 7, x is equal to sin inverse of e raised to power t, y is equal to under root of 1 minus e raised to power t. We have to show that sin x plus dy by dx is equal to 0. Also, you can prove this number 8, dx upon dy is equal to minus b square y upon a square x. Here we complete the exercise, which is 1.4, derivative of parametric function. After that, in the next lecture, we start derivative, which is higher order derivative or also called as second order derivative.